Hi everyone, welcome to Blend Tutorials once again. We had left out this chapter, Reflection of Light. We'll just, those who were absent during the offline lectures, so we'll do it once again so that you can see it online now. And if you all still have any doubts, you can tell me. But with this lecture, you will understand each and every concept of this chapter very well, I'm sure. Okay, so let's start. Reflection of light. So this is the light which is coming in a particular room. Okay. Suppose the light is switched on. So we can see everything that is there in this particular room because the light is switched on. We can see the walls, we can see the computer screen, the table, everything. Now this is a torch. Okay. Light is nothing but a form of energy that produces the sensation of vision. So from this torch, what we got is light. And this light is nothing but a form of energy that produces sensation of vision. Means whatever we can see is because of the light which is there around us. Suppose there is darkness in our room, we will not be able to see anything. So our sensation of vision means our vision is triggered. ट्रिगर मतलब हम लोग का eyes, हम लोग की आंखें जो है, eyes, they start working because the light is there in front of us, and because of the light which is there in our room or wherever we are, we can see things. Now in light, there is one type which is called as rectilinear propagation of light. If you can see this person, the small child here sitting and drawing something, and he can see that particular book and he can draw in that particular book because there is directly light coming on that book. Okay, our table lamps also are somewhat like this. Light is traveling here in a straight line, and such type of light which is traveling in a straight line is called as rectilinear propagation of light. Now you see here this candle burning here, and there are some cardboard. Now if you see this candle's light which will pass through each cardboard will be because of that hole. Now suppose one of the cardboard is disaligned, then what will happen? Light of the candle is visible as it travels in a straight line, and suppose it is disaligned, then the light will not travel through all the three cardboards. Mirrors. Now we already know what are mirrors. They are there in a house. A surface which reflects light and creates clear images is called as a mirror. Second, how light reflects. Now if you see, there is a torch here. Mirror changes the direction of light that falls on it. This change of direction by a mirror is called as reflection of light. So what does a mirror do? It changes the direction of the light that falls on it. Now suppose there is a mirror in our house. We can see ourselves in a mirror because of the light which is there in our room. If we switch off the light, that mirror's property will not go. But what happens is we'll be not able to see our image or whatever we are projecting in front of it because there is no sensation of vision. There is no light in that room. Then how will we be able to see? This change of direction by a mirror is called as reflection of light. Now, this is about a mirror. Now, this what is happening is whenever you put light, it reflects back. Okay, that's the reason we can see whatever is there in the mirror. Light coming, incident ray, and the light which is reflecting is called as the reflected ray. And that point from where a line is drawn, that point where there is reflection happening is called as your normal. So this angle is called as angle of incidence, and this angle is called as angle of refraction. If, okay, this angle is called as angle of incidence, and this angle is called as the angle of refraction. Okay, this angle is called as the reflected ray if it is on the same side. Laws of reflection. The incident ray and the reflected ray lie on the opposite sides of the normal. So if you see, this is the normal. This line is called as the normal. So on one side is the angle of incidence and the other side is the angle of reflection. Angle of incidence and angle of reflection is always the same. If you see these images, this is still water and this is a clear polished surface of a car. That's the reason we can see reflection. Okay, in what happens in still water also we can see reflection. When polished surface of the car also we can see reflection. A mirror, plane mirror and spherical mirror. Spherical mirror is used for cars and a plane mirror is there which is in our house. So in a plane mirror, object and the image are of same size, but in a spherical mirror, object and image may or may not be of the same size. Okay. In the rear view mirror of the cars and the bikes and all, objects in the mirror appear closer than what they actually are. Okay, and they appear a bit bigger also. We'll go to the next module, how a plane mirror is made. So this is nothing but a silver surface. A coating is given to it, and then we get the reflecting surface. In a plane mirror, what type of an image is obtained? So a lighted candle is there. This is a plane mirror. So the image obtained, if you see 1 and 2, what is the difference? The object is on the left, the image is on the right. Okay, so suppose you are walking here. Now this is a plane mirror. Okay, you can see the right hand becomes left hand, the left hand becomes right hand, right? The image is erect, but our left is right and our right is left. Okay, the image formed in the plane mirror is erect as in whatever a height is in the mirror also we can see of the same height. The plane mirror, if you see here also, if it goes far from here, it goes far from there also. Image is at the same distance from the mirror. This is the difference here. Put your right hand here, there's the left hand, so it is called as inverted. The image is laterally inverted. Let's go to the next module. Image obtained in the plane mirror is erect and same size. We just saw image obtained in the plane mirror and the object distance is the same, and image in a mirror is laterally inverted. So why ambulance is written like this? So that in the mirror we can see it clearly, right? If you see ambulance on a normal mirror, which is there, not a mirror, ambulance, which is written on the ambulance is written inverted always. So that in the mirror, in our rear view mirror, we can see it clearly. Now a candle reflects. Image formed on a screen is called as the real image. Okay, so a candle's image will be candle only, right? A candle will not give a tiger. That's why it's called as a real image. Now here, image from inside the mirror. Now suppose a girl is standing in front of the mirror. In the mirror, we'll not see a boy, or we'll not see an animal, or we'll not see something, a furniture, a sofa or something. We'll see ourselves only. But the only thing is, if we are standing in front of the mirror, our duplicate or one more person is not behind the mirror. It's a virtual image. Virtual means it is not a, not an actual image which is present behind the mirror. Okay, let's go to the next module. Now we can see the image of the moon in the water. We can see these buildings in the water. Why and how is that possible? That is because of nothing but the reflection that is happening. So we can see it. And inside the water also we can see the image of the moon. That is because of refraction. As moon is not self-luminous, the sun light falling on the surface of the moon is reflected. Okay, so on the moon, there is the sunlight that is falling. That is the reason we can see the moon clearly. The reflected light is again reflected by the water to give us the image of the moon. So whatever light is coming on the water is again reflected to us on our eyes. That's the reason we can see the image of the moon. And this person is there who's sitting in front of a mirror. This is like a dressing room or something. Now in a saloon, in a dressing room, or any place where there are too many mirrors, how can you see reflections? How is that possible? Because of the light. Light is there, that's the reason we can see reflection, right? The image of the back of your head is formed in the mirror at the back. So behind us also there is a mirror. So that also image is formed at the back. So image of the reflection is formed in a mirror in front of you, and your behind part can be seen behind the mirror. Okay. Okay, let's go to module 5. Rough surface and smooth surface. On the right, you have your smooth surface on which mirrors are there. On the left, you have your rough surface. Irregular reflection, regular. So on a rough surface, reflection will not be regular. So it's called irregular reflection. On a smooth surface, reflection will be regular always. Regular reflection of light, if you can see, if it's a smooth surface, whatever incident ray and the refracted or sorry, not the refracted, the reflected ray or will be of the same angle. So I1 R1 will be equal, I2 R2, I3 R3 all will be equal to each other. But if it is irregular, it will be all distorted. Okay, not necessary that the reflected ray will be the same. It will be anywhere. Regular and irregular reflection. In regular reflection, reflection of light from a plane and smooth surface is called regular, and from a rough surface is called irregular reflection. Angle of incidence in regular reflection and angle of reflection are same, but in irregular, both the angles are different. Reflected rays are also parallel to one another, but here the reflected rays are not parallel. Let's see, we just saw still water before also. In still water, it's moving water, okay? It's not still. Sorry, still water is different, so there is regular reflection, but moving water, if it is moving, the reflection is irregular. That's why if you can see in still water how the moon is seen, I'm talking about the image which is seen down, and in flowing water or moving water, how the image of the moon is seen. That is irregular reflection. Next module, if you see in a submarine, we use a periscope to see whatever is outside, because underwater we cannot see things clearly. So a hollow tube is there. There is a top window, there is a bottom window, and there are plane mirrors. Okay, continuous plane mirrors are there inside. So we can see whatever is outside like this clearly, and magnified image also, even if it is far. As you can see here, you can see it clearly and a magnified image. So this is used in the concept of submarines. Now what is a kaleidoscope? Reflecting surface is there and it's distorted. So when we keep on moving it round, all the surfaces we move together in unison round, we get a kaleidoscope. Now numericals, we'll just see angle I and angle R are equal. Let's take an example. If reflected ray makes an angle of 60, what will be incident ray? We know that reflected ray and incident ray both are equal to each other. So if reflected ray is, now this is a plane surface, okay? Plane surface, then it will be obviously equal to each other. So angle R and angle I both will be 60 degrees here. So incident ray will make an angle of 60 degrees with the normal. Now here, suppose the angle of incidence, angle between incident and reflected ray is 90 degree. This entire angle is 90. What will be the value? So the entire angle 90. So you divide it into 2, we get both equal to 45, 45. So 2 angle I is equal to 90 degree. Angle I is 90 divided by 2, 45. Both are equal, no? Angle I and angle R both are equal. So both angles will be 45, 45 degree. Then the next one. Now suppose here the angle is 35 degree. Now we know that this angle, okay, this entire angle NOP is 90 degree. So if this entire angle is 90 degree and this is 35, so this will be 90 minus 35, right? Let's see angle POA. See angle POA 35 degree, angle PON is 90 degree. So if suppose we want to find this angle AON only and NOB. Once we find AON, obviously NOB also will be equal to AON because angle of incidence and angle of reflection are same. So if you see 90 minus 35, we got 55 degrees. So this is 35. This entire angle is 90. So this entire minus 35 is equal to 55 degrees. Then the next one, suppose this is 40. Again, we do the same method. 90 minus 40 is equal to 50 degrees. So angle I is 50 and angle R is also 50 because both the angles are equal to each other. One more example. Suppose this angle is 40 and this angle is 40. What will be the angle which will be what angle will the reflected ray make with the mirror if the angle of incidence is 40 degrees? So if this angle is 40 degree, this also is 40, and if this is 40, this entire is 90, we know. Okay, so 90 minus 40, again the same thing, that is equal to 90 minus 40 is 50 degrees. So this angle is 40, this entire is 90. So ये entire minus ये 40, ये बचा कितना? 90 minus 40, 50 degrees. A similar type of sum. Again, suppose this is 23 degree, we have to find both the angles. ये 23 है, ये 90 है, so 90 minus 23 कितना होता है? 90 minus 23, 67. So this angle is 67, angle R 67 है, तो angle I भी 67 है, because angle of incidence is equal to angle of refraction. Okay, so I hope you all understood this chapter. If you all have any doubts or anything, please let me know. It's a very simple chapter to understand, so I hope you all don't have any doubts. Please study well at home. All the best. Take care. Bye.